Hello everyone, welcome to Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. Well, Tatay has gone to get some gas. He wants to water these fields. I had thought from what he said before we were going to wait up to another week, but he's saying no, that he wants to water, he wants to... Get out of here. Go on, go home. Go home, sugar. Go on. He wants to water these now, so I don't know, okay, but I had thought we were going to wait another week. Now I don't know if he's put in the snail treatment yet or not, but he's going to get the gas right now, and so we're going to begin to water these. Now I'm going to keep close tab on what it's going to take gas-wise to water these fields. Now they're not bone dry. You can see there that that's pretty dry, but then right next to it not so much. I don't see any well, I take it back. I was going to say I don't see any standing water, but there's some right there. Maybe a half an inch deep. So, it'll take less, what I'm trying to say is it'll take less water than if they were just bone dry. But you can see when clay dries out, it cracks. And the more dense and clay-like your soil it is, the more it cracks. And there's some pretty serious cracks in there. Tatay's already going to get the gas, but I'm gonna talk to him at a little more length and ask him why he wants to water now as opposed to not waiting for another several days. Because Alan had explained to me and sent me links to videos of, well, I can't remember the name of it. Just get out of there! Alright, well, had a little unavoidable interruption there. Anyway, I'm going to talk to Tatay. There's a little bit of standing water right there as well. I'm going to discuss with Tatay that practice of letting the soil dry out a little bit more, letting more cracks come in. The theory behind that is that you stress the plants a little bit to encourage root growth, and the bigger the root ball in the beginning, the better the plant will produce later on. And so you stress the rice when it's young like this, and at I don't know, I forget, there's one other stage where you stress it a bit as well. Now the cracking allows more oxygen into the soil, into the roots, and helps the roots out, and the lack of water makes the root ball grow bigger. That's how I understand it. And you even aerate with a little hand aerator. I've seen them aerating in between the rows. Now, these rows weren't specifically set out on a grid, so a hand aerator might be kind of tough, so that's never going to happen. But just the natural cracking of the soil will help some. So I'm going to go over with Tatay and see what his reasoning is on watering these at the current time, as opposed to, because when I talked to him about it right after we planted it, I asked him, so when are we going to water again, Tatay? And he said about 2 weeks. And we've only planted these, what, 4 days ago? No, actually it was last Saturday. And today's Friday. So, yeah, well, it's been a week. So, he's, time has just gotten away from me this week. So, it's been 6 days. Might as well call it a week. So I'm just going to ask him why he's wanting to water it a week earlier than he had originally thought. as opposed to waiting that week. So I'll get it figured out. Alright, well, I don't know if I fully understand when I explained it to him. I've been meaning to show him a video, but I never got around to it because we never have any bandwidth, internet speed when I am thinking about it. So we're gonna do it the way that he's comfortable with doing it and water them now. Maybe that would be a good test for next time, doing it the stress the roots technique. But for now, we're just going to do it this way. We'll water this. I would assume how we're going to do it is that we're going to fill up one field at a time, and when one field gets full, we'll keep pumping, but then open it up so it can go into the next field and let this field that is full drain down some, and keep working our way down. Alright, well, I just turned the pump down a little bit. I thought I had it revving pretty high. The slower you run this pump, the longer the well has to regenerate while you're pumping. It's been pumping for 10 minutes. I'm going to keep a close log of how long it's going to take to flood these fields, pumping time and gas used. I might even idle it down a little bit more. It's just more efficient at the lower RPM, it seems like. I know when I run it open throttle, filling up those Azola pits, it burns about 4 times as much gas as it does at half the RPM. And so I think open throttle, you're paying twice as much per gallon of water as you are with it just chugging along. That's just my experience from the Azola pit. So there's no reason to flash flood this anyway. It needs to soak in well. And clay, it takes a while for the water to soak in. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, the pump has been pumping for 20 minutes, and amazingly enough, it's filled a good bit. Now, granted, it's only 1 inch deep, and we've got to go 4 or 5 inches deep, or 6 even. So it's probably going to take 3 hours plus to fill this properly, but it's coming right along. It's probably going to take a day and a half or 2 days to totally flood these fields, all of them. And so I'll make another video at that time with an explanation of how long it took and how much it costs to fill these fields. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.